It's the first of the month. You know it's your boy Beef. You tune into the breaks. We got a lot to talk about. We got the NBA. A lot of teams kicking in Galveston, Texas, throwing the slumber party. If not there, we got the NFL and Euphoria. Something that Kendrick dropped to talk to Drake to rockabye, baby, him to sleep. But stay tuned. We're going to talk about it.
And these are the breaks.
These are the breaks.
You know what it is.
Hey, we back, right? It's your boy B. You tune into the breaks. And I was checking my Rolodex to see what the people is talking about, and they're talking about the NBA playoff time. Hey, we have a few teams. I said it before, kicking it in Galveston, Texas, the most dirtiest slumber party, pool party, whatever you want to call it, they're going to have. First team out the NBA playoffs is going to be the New Orleans Pelicans. Adios, goodbye. Farewell. And it kind of all went downhill. You know, CJ McCollum didn't really show up. And they got sweep, which is kind of rare, right? You don't think about teams getting sweep, especially when they go home. You think they're going to fight back, and they clearly couldn't fight back. They were just hands and feet all night long for that young, New Orleans Pelican team by OKC, which is very shocking, right? This young team is clicking. They're doing their thing, and they're getting it done. Another team that was swept, Bruins was out. Man, Phoenix Suns swept by Anthony Ant-Man Edwards. I'm going to tell you right now, that boy is a bad mamma jamma. He put KD to sleep by himself. Karl Anthony Towns was present, of course, Rudy Gobert, but big softy, right? Jokic was quick to tell somebody, that's all, folks, and guess what? That's all, folks, for you. And it's kind of crazy, right? You got Booker, you got Bill, you got KD, and it seemed like they couldn't figure it out. They couldn't mesh it together. When the wheels fall off, they always blame Frank Vogel or the head coaches and stuff like that. And Frank Vogel, right, he won a championship. And it's like, hey, why are you blaming a coach that won a championship? It was a disconnect. And the disconnect started when the Clippers was putting hands and feet on the Suns during the regular season. It was 32-4, and I think the train kind of derailed from there, because how the hell you let the Los Angeles Clippers, the Clippers do their thing, put hands and feet on y'all during the regular season, and then y'all came back to LA and was still struggling with, a bunch of spare parts. So I think it was a lot of, disconnect right there, and they pretty much gonna figure it out. But my favorite team to go home, Los Angeles Lakers. You can call it a sad day. You don't have to agree with me. I don't give a damn. You want to know why? It is now peace in the NBA world with the Lakers fan gone. Now, Laker fans, I know y'all want to keep attacking me and looking for me, right? Me being the Clipper fan that I am. And if you don't know, tune in the full Clippers Unleashed, right, on Fridays early in the morning to see me. Because we're not going to see you anymore, right? You're going to see me all the time talking about how the Clippers are still doing good in the playoffs. You want to know why? Because you stink.
Boom.
Talking about y'all can take on Jokic and Murray. Jokic, rockabye. Murray picked y'all apart so much. It's so many shots that he shot over AD that I don't even know what to do, right? And once teams get swept, all hell break loose, right? They talking about Devin Booker, Stephen A. Smith, talking about he might go to the Knicks. You got LeBron might go into the Knicks. I'm gonna tell you right now, Stephen A. don't know what the hell he talking about. He's the same guy that called the league about Westbrook, checking to see why he wasn't suspended for a game. I can't trust that.
You are a loser.
That's not human nature. That's not even reporting. I get it. You want to be the top reporter and you that guy at ESPN, but that's not being the guy.
Okay.
That's just being the person that sit here and just want to get people in trouble.
He's an idiot.
You looking like old boy from Recess with the notepad. But let's fast forward, right? LeBron, Lakers, what are they going to do? I'm going to tell you it's simple. Bron is going to stay with the Lakers. I know a lot of y'all don't agree with that, but his son is not going to be in the NBA. So it's a give and a take in that part of it. But if we're looking at the scope of things, right, it's good for the NBA that LeBron stays there. Now, the Lakers are going to need help. I'm going to tell you that because AD and LeBron's not going to get it done. And it's a lot of teams that's not going to get it done because this league now has pivoted to being a young league. And being the young league that it is, it's not much that we can do about it. So we're going to hold tight. We're going to see what's going on with more of these playoffs. I'm going to tell you right now, the Clippers play later on tonight. They're locked into a 2-2 series. And this game tonight is going to be that game. Straight up. It's going to be that game. Let's go ahead and talk about NBC. NBC is talking about $2.5 billion to bust out entertainment for the NBA and roll the NBA back onto NBC. If y'all don't know that infamous song that rolls out, that comes on when NBC hits the thing, dun, 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 it's like the most iconic thing. I love it. You might not like it, but hey, this is one thing I do not like. All these type of news, these type of companies is jumping in, right? Now, you're probably thinking, B, why does it matter? It matters because it's taken away from inside the NBA. If you don't watch Inside the NBA, that's Chuck, that's Kenny, that's Shaq, that's all them down there, Ernie, and it's slowly just pulling them away from it, and you can't take that away from me. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if I turn into NBC and that shit stink, I'm going to let you know. There also has been news that Amazon Prime is also jumping on the deal. I'm going to tell you right now, that's going to be stinky because Amazon Prime already has the NFL, and we all kind of know how those games be when Amazon Prime show them. It be the dumpster fires of all dumpster fires. It's like I'm paying a membership to watch trash. It's so bad, I might, go on Amazon to order a trash to throw it at the TV screen.
You are a loser.
That's how bad that is. And we're going to go ahead before, more NBA news. Chris Finch is the head coach for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Okay. He sustained a leg injury from one of his own players, Mike Conley. And it wasn't on purpose, folks. I'm not saying it was on purpose. But, it was definitely an accident that took place, and, prayers up for him. We're going to see if he can make it for the series, right? That's going to be something that's going to take some time for him to recover with, but it's going to be very unique to see him, on the sideline with crutches and things like that. Now, East Coast, I haven't forgot about you. Milwaukee Bucks! I didn't forget about you in the Doc Rivers effect. Giannis Antetokounmpo out. Dame Dollar out. Chris Middleton playing on one leg. It's hell over there in Milwaukee, right? I don't know what's going on over there. I call it the Doc Rivers effect, but literally Indiana's going to put them out. They have nobody to compete with, nobody to push the envelope. It's crazy over there. And I feel bad for them, right? I wanted to see grade A beef if they were able to advance.
Bye-bye.
But they're not going to advance. They're going to take their ass home quicker than you can say Omaha, right? And then one more thing before we go. Cleveland, Orlando Magic. I call that the dumpster bowl. Why? Because none of their games been on actual TV. They have been broadcast on NBA TV consecutively, and they need to stay there consecutively. Now, I got to go pay these bills, y'all. But when I come back from paying these bills, we're going to talk about the NFL recap. It's a lot of teams that made a lot of moves. I'm going to call out some teams and see what I grade them. I don't give a damn what the NFL say. And then I'm going to talk about some MLB. And we're going to get into that Kendrick and Drake beat. Y'all stay tuned.
And these are the breaks.
These are the breaks.
You know what it is.
Profanity Nation. A podcast for the fans, by the fans. Dive deep into the topics the other shows miss, raw and uncensored.
And he's going to play team ball. His legacy is at stake.
Rare, hard-hitting interviews with players, coaches, and you, the super fans.
I'm not hating. I'm like, okay, cool. Good.
3 championships in 5 years. He's more than good, bro.
Profanity Nation. Listen live or subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Powered by Jesse Brown of Keller Williams.
Hey, welcome back, folks. You already know what you tuned into. It's The Breaks with your boy Beef. And when I stopped here, we talked about, NBA. But now it's time for the great old game of the gridiron, the NFL. And this past weekend, we had the draft, right? A lot of teams did a lot of things. A lot of quarterbacks win the first round, right? Literally, Caleb, Bo, JJ, and we're going to talk about it as we get into it. Matter of fact, first team up first is going to be the Atlanta Falcons. Now, if you're looking at the Atlanta Falcons, you'll probably be thinking, what in the hell did they do? And I'm going to tell you right now, they did something that's crazy, but it kind of makes sense after I get done explaining it. But I'm going to tell them, crazy as hell. Somebody's going to get fired. The Atlanta Falcons currently signed, Kirk Cousins, who's coming off an Achilles injury, for $100 million guaranteed, right? You know what they did in the draft? If you don't know, I'm going to tell you right now. They went ahead and drafted Michael Penix at number 8. Now, you're probably thinking, what in the hell are they doing? It's smart, right? It's quarterback of the future. Now, you're probably thinking, why did they take him so high? You're not going to find another quarterback of this caliber in another draft. It's always been reported that, next year's draft is not too hot with quarterbacks. So, hey, if I can get my guy now, why wait or try to squirm or squimmer if he's going to be sitting there later on? So they took him at number 8. All hell broke loose in the Falcons organization. Why? The GM literally had to explain why did he do what he do. And if you're looking at it, if it doesn't pan out, he's going to get fired. But if it does pan out, I would literally give Kirk Cousins 2 years tops. He's going to get his money regardless. But then Michael Penix is going to be there. Or you could work it like this. When the Atlanta Falcons are not playing on TV, let Kirk Cousins shine because Kirk Cousins is going to rip it and tear it as much as he can. But when that camera comes on, like you see on NBC or anything like that, you put Michael Penix in because Kirk Cousins is going to stink it up. It's going to be a shitstorm going on in that room. All right. Another team that caught my eye, which is this kid here is going to be one of my favorite players. Keon Coleman was selected 33 overall to out of Florida State to the Buffalo Bills to, tighten up the receiver core. They went ahead and let go of Stephon Diggs to the Houston Texans. But this kid here, if you haven't seen him, I would say definitely check him out on social media. He has one of those bubble personalities that would just, fill up the room and you just want to go ahead and relate to. Me personally, I love what he was saying. He went to Florida State and it was asking him about, the puffy jackets and stuff. And he said, you know what? This is what I do. I shop at Macy's. I shop during the summertime for my jackets. And for my shorts and stuff, I shop during the wintertime, and I have to clap it up for him. That is beef logic, and that's how you save money. And you don't got to be cheap, but you just got to know how to work the system to get what you want. So we gave you free games. So everybody that can't say they can't find clothes, that's your fault, dummy. Another player I like, another receiver I like, Xavier Legette out of South Carolina, 32. I personally like him for his accent, and that might sound crazy, but he literally takes me back to the scene of the water boy, the defensive coach. You don't know what the hell he's saying because he's so goddamn country and his accent's so strong, but it's funny listening to him because as soon as I ask him a question, it sounds like I made the 5,000 do. That's all it sounds like, but I will be tuned in every press conference to see what the hell is he saying because honestly, I couldn't tell what the hell he was saying right then and there. Another team that just purely stinks is going to be Dallas Cowboys. We're just going to skip over them, just a pure F, just for the sake of it. Denver Broncos. Bo Nix was selected 12th overall out of Oregon, and they actually did him a favor. If people didn't pay attention, they drafted Troy Franklin, which was one of his favorite receivers in Oregon, to give him his favorite target. And I said that's smart. That's smart. A lot of people didn't catch on to that, but that's very smart. You give a rookie quarterback his favorite receiver. They learn the offense, and before you know it, that's going to become the number one receiver in Denver. So, Denver, you did your thing. Another team that actually did a good job, UCLA, Latua, number 15 overall defensive end out of UCLA was selected by the Indianapolis Colts. That is a good pickup, gives them an edge rusher. And they also picked up Mitchell out of Texas, the number 52 overall pick, which is also a good thing for the Indianapolis Colts. Quite as it kept, another great pickup was by the Kansas City Chiefs, and I said this on my show last week. I did not want them to get this kid because it's not a bad thing, but I feel like all hell's going to break loose. Xavier Worthy out of Texas. Xavier Worthy, I want to give a shout out to you. It's not for your field play, it's for your mama. That woman is fine as hell, y'all. If y'all get a chance, y'all need to look up Xavier's Worthy mama. You probably a lot of people thought it was his girlfriend, but in return, it was actually his mother. In my mind, that's all I'm going to say. Los Angeles Chargers. They did some good things, right? You know, Jim Harbaugh is there, so he's reformulating the team. He picked up, he's going to go with grade A beef on the offensive line. He picked up Joe Alta out of Notre Dame, number 5th pick overall. He picked up Ladd, the wide receiver from Georgia, at number 34. He has picked up a good slate of players. He also picked up Brandon Rice, the wide receiver from USC. So he picked up some homegrown talent, which is very fun to see in regards to that. The Rams actually picked up someone as well. They went Florida heavy. They picked up Jared Verse, number 19 overall, to fill that void. They're going to miss Aaron Donald during the season. They also picked up Brendan Fisk at number 39, the defensive tackle. So they're trying to beef up that defense as much as they can. They also surprised me with this pick. Blake Crum, number 80 at the 83rd pick for Michigan. It's very surprising because they had Williams, but then, Williams was hurt during the season. So, hey, in regards to that, we're going to go ahead and see how that go. And my team, Philadelphia Eagles, right? I know we skipped ahead. They picked up Quentin Mitchell at number 22 out of Toledo. And lastly, Cooper DeJean out of Iowa. Woo! We got us a white boy in Philly. And I can't wait to see him because I'm going to tell you right now, if he doesn't work out, you put his ass at safety or split the field, black stick blacks, white stick whites, and I know that might sound crazy, but I just want to win, baby, just like the Raiders. Hey, but we're going to park it right here. We got some bills to pay, and when we come back, we're going to get into some MLB news really slight. We got some people breaking the rules, of course, and then lastly, the proper way to troll, because some people don't know how to do it, so I'm going to educate you. See you in a moment.
And these are the breaks.
These are the breaks.
You know what it is.
Profanity Nation. A podcast for the fans, by the fans. Dive deep into the topics the other shows miss. Raw and uncensored.
And he's going to play team ball. His legacy is at stake.
Rare, hard-hitting interviews with players, coaches, and you, the super fans.
I'm not hating. I'm like, okay, cool. Good.
3 championships in 5 years. He's more than good, bro.
Profanity Nation. Listen live or subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Powered by Jesse Brown of Keller Williams.
What's going on? It's your boy B, and we're tuned into the breaks. I had to go pay some bills to keep the lights on, to keep you entertained. So, hey, let's go ahead and go to the outfield, right? Major League Baseball. What the hell is going on? I just got some breaking news. Mike Trout is going to be out for an extended period of time. Why? He has a knee issue, right? He was leading, right, the league with 10 home runs. So it kind of sucks for, the Angels. How they was training. They wasn't training good, but it was good to see Mike Trout doing this thing in regards to that. Shohei Ohtani, it has been reported. Shohei Ohtani been moving money more than Prize Picks been stealing potential plays from our gamblers out there. And it has been reported that money was being moved from LA to Vegas in regards to, all his money being moved. Now, it's going to be more updates coming out about Shohei Ohtani, but that's pretty funny, right? Moving this money from LA to Vegas, as he, they say they wasn't betting on games and stuff, but more news going to come out. I feel like Shohei probably knew a little something because the FBI is involved, so we're going to go ahead and see. And before we get out of MLB, there has been reported that the MLB is sponsored by Nike, in which Nike is going to have to do an overhaul of their baseball pants. Why? Because they're too freaky. If you didn't see summer, spring, and all that good stuff, some of them pants is very see-through. And it's crazy that they're see-through because a lot of kids, a lot of fans are complaining because you can see, all the goodies and the family jewels. So we're going to Nike, get that in order, make them pants a little bit thicker. So we ain't out here, catching cases or people out here catching cases and all that good stuff. And all that, looking at, hot dog sticks and all that. That's crazy. All right. Let's go ahead and pivot. Breaking the rules. Ugh. This man needs to be in jail. If you haven't been tuning into the grade A beef session that's been taking place, Kendrick Drake dropped the track, right? Addressing everything that Drake has done. BBL Drake, telling him he can't say the N-word anymore, calling him white, all this good stuff. And it's well-deserved. You want to know why? Because Drake, how in the hell did you create a diss track with the AI version of Tupac and the AI version of Snoop Dogg going at Kendrick Lamar? That's mass murder. Like, what are you doing? That doesn't make sense. Drake is over here frolicking around. If a lot of people not tuned into this beef, it's straight to the point, right? You got a lot of people out here that is straight team Drake. They're in his back pocket. DJ Academics, all these people, I'm sorry to say, Get the Kid, all these people is in Drake's pockets. It has to be. You want Drake so bad. We can tell. Gosling, right? But the real truth of the matter is Kendrick is whooping this boy feet.
Busted.
Don't tell lies about me. I won't tell the truth about you. Come on. It's literally proof in the pudding. He's going in on this man. And why this is a rule breaker? Because Drake, just rap. Stop all these antics, dog.
Boom.
You keep putting that. That's why when it comes to Drake and Kendrick, it's two different individuals. You got one person that'll sit here and constantly put out music, and then you got another person that put out here that puts timeless albums. As much as you want to say Pimp a Butterfly stinks, it probably do in regards to that. But hey, he's staying true to the game, right? Another rule breaker, Chris Brown Quavo. This beef is over a woman that has a new man. The end. Quavo don't want no smoke. If somebody got a tape recording of me saying don't fight, I don't even want to get in no beef with this man. You will find a person that can sing, rap, dance, and do crack. That's like the ultimate defender. That's crazy to me. Quavo, it's no end in sight, right? The beef is not even really about Sweetie, but Sweetie made it about her Nani song, and the song still sings, so nobody want that Punani but YG. It's really about Karuchi, somebody that Chris Brown cannot have, but he still wants it. It's crazy. I'm telling you. When it comes to rap, this is rap. Like, that's it. And I'm just going to crown it right now. Kendrick is going to put on for the West Coast. He's going to walk out of here as a champion. Ta-da. Let's go ahead and pivot. Let's go to B's Breakout. And this one goes out to all you individuals that love to smoke with me on Instagram, Twitter, wherever you want to be. There is an art to trolling, and I want to put a quick warning. Warning follows. Hey, when you're trolling, do not make it personal. As soon as you make it personal, ass whippings will be handed out. Sincerely, the troller. Now, let's start. Let's walk into this envelope. Laker fans, this one's for you.
Boom.
Listen, me being a Clipper fan I'm going to troll the Lakers as much as I can. Now, if you know Beef, do not like the Lakers. I don't give a damn. They can hire me as a reporter, I'm still going to talk shit about them. It's just the nature of the beast.
You are a loser.
But I don't hate the Lakers. I just despise the fans, right? When you're trolling, right, this is the proper way of trolling. You don't screenshot, chats. You don't do any of that. You go at the person how they're going at you. With respect. With memes. Make the shit funny. Once you start adding chats and getting personal and stuff, whatever happens after that happens. Ask Ja Rule and 50 Cent how that beef turned out. That's how trolling turns out when you go about it the wrong way. Right? Laker fans, I'm going to tell you right now. This is why when y'all troll, it stinks. We got 17 championships. Okay, that's fine. But did you win the 2024 championship? Hey, we got put at the playoffs. Why are you worried about us? Because I guarantee you, as soon as I lose the series, you jumping from the top floor of the Wayne Casino Hotel to let me know I lost. What's interesting about this is that Laker fans, right? Y'all supposed to be the standard of the NBA. But yet, you just present yourself as the crybabies of the NBA. Because when something doesn't go your way, you cry. I.e., look at LeBron. He couldn't get a call challenge. What he started doing? Doing jumping jacks. And what happened? Denver just put hands and feet on y'all again. Coming to an argument with somebody after you lost, it's debacle.
Owie!
Right? You're not going to win. And then this is how you know someone got under your skin. When you go back 30 years talking about the history of a franchise, you wasn't even born.
Okay.
You just talking just for the sake of talking. And you know how being the beef I am, I attack all angles. Because I'm a professional at this. This slander that I give is universal. It's actually multicultural. I don't care what's going on. I'm going to meme you to death. So, Laker fans, before you go to bed at night, I just want you to know the Clippers are still in the playoffs, and we actually play tonight. Y'all are out the playoffs. It doesn't matter what goes on. Because, again, as y'all being the Los Angeles Lakers, y'all set the standard. And what did y'all set? A first-round exit. So, when y'all be like, hey, you happy about us exiting? I'm the happiest person in the world. Because all we going to hear is about how LeBron's supposed to stay, how Rich Paul's supposed to stay, while the rest of us is having fun trying to compete. So, Laker fans, when you go to bed at night, just know a meme is going to be stalking you in your sleep. Hey, it's been your boy Beef, man. Make sure you follow me at Leads to Beef 31 on Twitter and IG. Come on, enjoy it in slander, because it's welcome. It's multicultural. It's for all ages. And before I go, Lakers, you stink. Peace.